Do we even remember how to do this?
I don't know. It's only been a week. Surely it won't
Nah,
be
it's
that
been
long.
2 weeks.
Oh.
We didn't do one last week.
Yeah, we didn't do one last week.
Oops.
La, 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 la.
Oopsie, oopsie. Sorry. Sorry.
I really need to sneeze and it won't happen.
Just sneeze it out, baby. So we didn't do a podcast last week because I was
Dying.
ill.
Not of COVID.
It wasn't COVID. I don't understand how it wasn't.
I
Like,
know.
of all the things floating around.
You've never had it, have you?
No. Have you?
No.
Yeah, I would like.
I don't know how I've managed to avoid it.
Out of all the people I know, you seem like the person who would be most likely to get it because you
stand 30 centimeters from people's heads.
like this,
Yeah.
cutting beards.
I think I did get it, but like January 2020 before it existed.
Yeah, you kind of like convinced yourself. That
Yeah.
you'd had it.
Well, I was super unwell on a holiday. Convinced myself it was just because I was in the sea all the time. I don't know. The sea carries things in it. So I thought, I've just been in the ocean. It's up my nose and that.
I was just like eating jellyfish and like got really sick.
But then I got home from my holiday. 2 weeks later, an entire hotel had to quarantine. I was like, what the hell?
In the place that you were in?
Like round the corner from where we were.
Oh
Yeah, so
shit!
I was like, I must have had it.
Like that was probably you.
Patient zero. Fuck you. Get it up, you Tenerife.
So you're the last Gary on Earth, and you're also the cause of Tenerife nearly losing
I really
its
do
entire
hope I'm the last
population.
Gary on Earth.
You have to be. Like, I was talking to my brother about this the other day. Like, the last Gary that was ever on record was born 1992.
Mm-hmm.
You were born in September.
Which is pretty good odds. It's pretty good odds.
Like,
Unless there's like one like Christmas baby and you're like, do you know what? We could call him Jesus or we could call him Gary.
because they're both
it's the second
mutually
coming.
exclusive. Do you know what I mean?
Gary Christ. That's me. No, but I would like to have a battle royale situation like the film. They put us on an island and then we have to kill each other.
That was really sad. Like, you went to like a film that's probably like really famous and really well known, and I went straight to Warzone. You said battle royale, did I was like, buybacks? Is there buybacks though?
Because
So
in
you
my
have
head,
4,500. Are you coming back?
in my head, I was thinking wrestling. So there's 3 different battle royales.
I was watching some wrestling last night. Actually,
Yeah.
we were sitting watching Royal Rumble like 2003 or something.
I saw Emma post about Shawn Michaels being on the telly.
Yeah, and then he's like immediately out because Chris Jericho rocks him with a steel chair.
Yeah. We watched all the
Good
Royal
times.
Rumbles in the lead up to the Royal Rumble in the shop.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them. I got to like 2007,
Mm-hmm.
but I started at 88. So like
God damn.
that was some pretty good odds. We didn't watch for the first couple. We watched the entire pay per view because it's like the 80s and it's fucking corny.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, do you know what? We'll just get to the fucking pay per view. Like
Yeah.
we'll just get we get
just
the
watch
Royal
the
Rumble,
Rumble
match,
itself. Yeah.
and then just flick on to the next. It was so much fun.
like we sat and watched. I think we watched 2003, and then we, for some reason, we're just like, oh, we just watched 2019. Like, we just skipped all of them. But the only reason we did that is because it was like the Women's Rumble is when Becky Lynch wasn't supposed to be in it, and Lana comes out with like a
Yeah.
fucked up
So,
ankle,
like,
and then Becky comes out and she's just the most Irish motherfucker ever fighting another Irish motherfucker because she's like going at Finlay, just like, put me in the fucking match. That wasn't very good Irish,
That was
but
the worst Irish accent ever.
you know what I was trying to, you know what I was going for. Like, I still get like fucking goosebumps watching that bit.
What was the first wrestling pay per view you ever watched?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Because I know mine.
Right, you go first then.
Mine's was Royal Rumble 2000.
Oh,
One in
that's
Madison
a
Square Garden.
very good one to
The
start
one where
with.
Taz comes out and beats Kurt Angle in
Yeah.
his like first match. And that's just him like losing his first ever match.
Is that the one where Triple H gets like the giant bit of wood and is stuck in his leg and shit? Is that the one where it's like him and Mick Foley or Mankind are fighting? And he goes in like a big pallet,
Yeah, because it's the one that's like trash everywhere. It's
Yeah.
like New York streets.
and there's like he has like a giant bit of wood just like poking out the side of his leg.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I remember it is because it has the bikini contest in it. It was an awakening for me as a young child. I remember my cousin had it on VHS.
What's that?
A VHS
Say it
tape.
again?
A video. I don't know what it actually stands for. VHS. It's a videotape.
That thing.
I think he taped it off like Skybox Office or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember it because of that. Obviously, it was
Don't remember any of the wrestling. Just
Moment in my life.
remember the boobies.
the cat one. She was wearing a bubble wrap bikini.
Oh, that was when Jerry Lawler used to get away with some of the worst shit I have ever heard in
Just
my entire
shouting
life.
Puppies.
Screaming puppies
And
at
then
the top of his-
fucking-
like, even if just like the woman could be coming out in a full fucking like boiler suit. Puppies! Puppies!
And then and that was the one with Mae Young, like, gets her ditties out as well, just
Oh, R.I.P. Was she not like a mad pimp?
dust sacks.
Did you not see that story that Mae Young was like a fucking crazy
No,
pimp?
it wasn't Mae Young, it was Moolah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the fabulous Moolah.
Just like fucking whipping people?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because the
Wrestling is
the
a
ladies
mess.
battle royale was supposed to be the fabulous Moolah battle royale.
Oh, shit.
Because they do like the Andre the Giant one.
Yeah,
and then
they've
they
not got a Mae
changed it.
Young one now?
No, they had the Mae Young whatever it was. And it was
Uh-huh.
like the all ladies thing.
Yeah.
Or was it Mae Young?
I think the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah. They're both old as shit, so you know what? Who cares? They were probably both crap. You know, there's not good human beings.
I actually can't remember the first pay-per-view I ever watched. I think it was like a pretty low-key one, like Survivor Series or something. Because
Just one of the big four. Like,
Is that a big one? In my head, it's like
No, 'cause
Rumble
that's-
and Mania is like the big ones.
well, yeah, that's the big four, isn't it? It's Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. That's what they call them the big four
What? Since when?
since fucking forever, man.
Four corners. Instead of fucking
No.
KFC, McDonald's and all
No.
that. All trash.
Nah, that was a reach.
Aye.
Anyway, this is episode 46, is it?
Says it right fucking there, dude. Jesus.
Can't see it.
We'll read it.
Episode 46
Mm-hmm.
of Dead End Friends podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast where two dudes who know nothing talk about everything. You can find us on literally every platform apart from some. And you can find us on the social media things, Dead End Friends podcast. I am Gary Gordon. This is Craig Jimison. We are sleepy. Because we haven't done it in so long, we have not had any time to do it.
No.
And because I pretended like I had a real life and went out and did things.
No, you had like an actual proper fucking social life. You were out
Yeah.
fucking 2 nights in a row.
2 nights in a row.
In a
First
row.
night- well, the first one was on my own.
It still counts. You were still outside your house, not at work.
I did have to socialise with people.
What people?
There was people
Just
there.
the vicinity of people that were at the thing.
Friends, acquaintances.
Ugh.
There was people I knew.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I only talked to you about that another time. I was insane. Aye.
Oh shit, is there something you didn't tell me?
Oh, yeah, there's sauce. There's always sauce in my
I
life.
can't believe you're not
Always
spilling.
sauce.
You're
Oh,
not
nah.
spilling.
I can't because it'd be embarrassing for the person. I don't want to embarrass people.
It'd be embarrassing for you is what you're trying to say. You just try to cover up.
It could be embarrassing for me. Shat myself all over the garage. No, and then I went to another gig. I think I've realised now that live music might not be for me anymore. It was so fucking loud, man.
But in its defence, you haven't been to a live show in quite a while now. Or
Well, the
a
last
proper
time-
live show.
I saw live music last summer.
Mm-hmm.
I went to see fucking like Kaylee bands or something play down the green.
Bro, you cannot compare going down to
Ah,
the
but
green
no,
to
they-
see some Kaylee bands to fucking Terror and Knocked Loose.
It was still loud. People dancing. They shouldn't have been. But they were. It was loud. Was that last year or was it the year before? I don't fucking know anymore. I remember I
It's
saw
nothing anymore.
some band called Tidelines. Like they're an actual band. Like don't just like do like. They're pretty fucking trash. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
But like I was just there for music. I was like, oh, music. £6 paper cups of Heineken. Perfect. That
Ew!
It was
£6 for Heineken.
Aye, it
No.
wasn't good. But it was so loud, man. The other night, the people were there. Just well,
Like, how dare they be in a space that they paid to be in?
no, it's not what I'm saying. Like, fuck it, I don't care if they're there. I just wish they didn't exist. Because it was an 18+ show, right? And like everyone I looked at just looked like a fucking gimp. Like there was like young boys that looked like me when I was 14.
Right, okay.
So they were wearing eyeliner, they had big fringes, they were wearing hats that were too big for
A
them.
Terror show?
Yeah, there was a band called Static Dress played. They're kind of emo. They're pretty cool.
I've been told many good things about Static Dress, but I can't listen to them because I do not like the name Static
They're really
Dress.
cool. They are cool.
I am sure I would really like them.
But anyway, this show was an 18+ show, I believe, which means that there was 18-year-olds wearing eyeliner, and I was like, that did that when I was 15. How have you not been bullied?
Because they were 15 when lockdown happened, dude.
Oh.
Or they were 15 or 16 when lockdown happened. So they've been stuck inside for like 2 years.
No, don't do that to me. That's not nice.
That's
Really?
reality. When you think about it, some of these
No,
kids that
that's
went to
true.
the show would have went into lockdown when they were like 16, still experimenting with what they're doing, and then they were locked inside for fucking 2 years.
So what you're saying is I need to start bullying them. Because some people haven't been bullied enough. You know?
I mean, I was very fortunate. I wasn't particularly bullied.
I was, and now I'm fine. Real fine. I went through that phase. Well, I went through the eyeliner and paint my nails phase, which for me ended up making me the hardest man in Brigton. Because I did that to myself in Bridgeton. I dressed like that.
Yeah, you
on
made that
purpose.
choice.
I made that choice,
Yeah,
which
but-
meant I was harder than everyone else. I wasn't. They beat me up. But I was harder because I was like, no, this is who I am.
Yeah.
But there's no need for it now. Go and wash your face. Get a shower back and sides. Come back and watch the bands. I'm sorry, I don't have time for individualism. Just wear jeans and t-shirts. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't care. I really don't. I'm wearing a cardigan, and that is because I got bullied.
Nah,
You
it's
know, because this is
actual,
normal garments.
You're an actual old man.
I don't know, man. But everyone was there. They were annoying. They were loud. And also, it made me realise that even the youngest person in that room, I'm 11 years older than. How fucking whack is that? That is the most whack thing ever.
What were you doing 11 years ago?
Hanging out with you, probably.
That's true. That's true, dude. We're still just doing the same shit.
We're just at like Creation Studios, R.I.P.
Oh, alright.
Like, just getting like toasties and coffee and
see
then
when I
go
go
to
to
band
work,
practice.
man, like when I'm going to work, see, because I work in the Merchant City now, like I go past where Creation used to be quite a lot, and I just look at it so fondly.
I had my 18th birthday party in there.
Did you?
Yeah, Big Dave let me rent it out.
That's fucking so sick.
No one turned up.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't get an invite. I would have been.
We didn't really know each other at the time.
Yeah, we knew of each other.
I had the same birthday, or there was a party happening for all the kids that I used to go to school with at the same night. So they obviously all went to that party because they were all still at school and I wasn't. So why would they come hang out with me? Like 3 of my mates came and I was like, right, I'm never doing birthdays ever again. And then that's when I went to the cat house for the first time. And I hadn't tried to get into the cat house previously. Obviously, I was underage.
Yeah.
But I was like, they're going to ID me. I don't want to go. Like, they'll ID me and I'll look at ID. I went to the cat house for the first time and did they fuck ID me? Okay. I'm pretty sure Enter Shikari and like Tech 1 were doing like a DJ set. I was like, oh, this is awful.
Nah, man, you were fucking vibing.
I did like Tech 1 back then. Dubstep was fucking popping, man.
Remember when everybody just like loved dubstep? It was like everyone was like, "Oh man, I love the people like." I think my brother actually says this, like it's like listening to metal without listening to metal.
Yeah, I get that. I do kind of get it, like,
listen to metal.
because it's just loud, isn't it?
Oh,
That's all it was.
I hate it. I don't think.
I don't know if you've noticed, but like every Australian wrestler comes out to dubstep, apart from What's Our Chops, like Rhea Ripley.
I don't know any other Australian wrestlers.
To be fair, I don't think there's any in WWE anymore.
Right, so name ones that were and they came. With
Buddy
dubstep.
Murphy.
Was he Australian? I didn't know he was
Sure,
Australian.
he was Australian. Might have made that up.
Did he come out to dubstep?
Yeah, he came out to dubstep for a while.
Don't fucking pay attention, man. I got no idea.
Buddy Murphy was so sick.
Was that was the kind of gingery guy?
Yeah, the ripped ginger guy.
Yeah, he was. I liked him.
He called himself like the worst kept secret or the best kept secret or something. I was like, that just means no one likes you. Okay. And
you've been told something in the back that you're gonna go fucking nowhere.
But his fucking finishing move was cool. It's called Murphy's Law.
Uh-huh.
It was like a pump handle Death Valley driver.
That's pretty sick.
That was sick.
Ember Moon's was still a fucking beast.
Oh,
Ember Moon's
yeah, it was
finishing
a
move was like
total
off the,
eclipse. It was
off-
like a
off the
stunner
top.
off the top.
Ah.
I think he could be a wrestler.
No, fuck no, dude.
I think I could be a wrestler.
No.
I think I
I'm
could
so out of shape. I went to the park yesterday with my kids and there was like a zip line at it
be.
and I ran them up and down it like twice and I thought I was gonna die.
Wow.
I'm so fucking out of shape. I can't be a wrestler.
Joined the gym again. I joined a different gym, and I was stoked about it. Going on Friday.
Yeah.
I got home and I got to just outside that window.
Uh-huh.
Realized I didn't have my keys on me, and I got turbo raging. I got the most raging I've ever been in my entire life. So do you know what I did? We ordered pizza and I got beers. That's like working out, right? That's like the exact same thing. I was so mad. Oh.
So you didn't go to the gym?
No, because I forgot my keys. I was angry about it. So
You forgot your keys to get in here.
Yeah, Shannon was here though.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow the logic. So
I got annoyed at myself for being stupid.
So you went from work to the gym.
Mm-hmm. No, I went from work to my home.
Right.
Because I joined the gym when I was at work, so I had to come home and get changed. And then go back out to the gym.
Following you? Yep.
So I got back here, realised I didn't have my keys, did the 6 pocket pat down. And the keys were not in any of those pockets. And I got so raging at myself that I went into self-destruct mode, and that's why I got pizza and beers. Because of that minor inconvenience, yes.
But Shannon was home.
Yeah, I know, but it annoyed me that I didn't have my keys. Because I started work yesterday at 8 a.m, which meant that I had to get young Nathan out of his bed really early to let me in because of my buses. So it was just a whole thing. Because it was either that or I walked around in the rain with the dog for half an hour. You understand? There was like a knock-on effect.
I don't understand the half an hour part. Here? Or at the shop?
That would have been at the shop in the morning.
How did you know it was raining?
Because I was out fucking side.
Aye, but you're talking about...
And also, we live in Glasgow. The odds are it's going to rain in February.
I don't understand how your brain can process so fucking much, like, so quickly. Like, you went from, I don't have my keys, to, I don't want to walk outside tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it would have been earlier than that, but I didn't want to do it. My brain processes everything. I'm a worst case scenario kind of guy.
The train of thought, like, that is like the bullet train in fucking Japan. Like, how... Like, I forgot my keys, like, it was like 2 weeks ago I get locked outside my house. Me and Luna just hung out.
Can I tell you something?
No.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go for it.
It's the first time I've ever forgotten my keys for anything. And that's why I was so angry. Because see in here, there's two thoughts. There's two thoughts in here about me. I am perfect. I am worthless. Most of the time I try to pretend I'm perfect. So as soon as I did the little thing that made I wasn't perfect, worthless. So that's what happened.
Wow!
The inside of my mind is a very fun place. I'm either up here or down there. Like, there's no in between anymore.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, I got so angry. Like, because it was a knock-on effect of everything that I knew the next morning was going to be.
Uh-huh.
Because young Nathan that I work with, he likes to lay in bed.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Young man.
And if he's listening to this, you're lazy.
Get up.
Get up.
Put the fucking kettle on.
I tell him this on a daily basis.
Have a cup of tea.
I berate that boy.
That's why he doesn't want to come in, dude. It's like, I need to go deal with that fucking dickhead. Get me out of bed.
Like, so I like to get to work super early.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, that means I've then got half an hour. And I know we said this the other day, you were like, I have 45 minutes before I do anything outside. I don't wake up with enough time to do that.
Yeah.
Because it would mean I'd have to wake up really, really early. And I don't want to do that.
Okay.
You know? Because I stay up all night playing fucking Warzone with you.
Yeah.
So I like to get to the shop at least half an hour before I start work. Because that's my half an hour.
Yeah, responsibility.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm always the first one there. Yeah. I'm always the last one out. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know? So I left my keys, and then that meant I wasn't going to be first there. That also annoyed me. Because on the odd occasion that I am not the last one out of the shop, when I get there in the morning, things aren't put the same way that I put them, which means I get raging. But it's not even like they're in the wrong place. They're just like facing the wrong direction. I'm like, well, that's annoying.
Like, what? Like, someone turns the TV around?
No, we've got like a big like A-board sign that's real heavy, so you got to drag it in. But the way I drag it in is just so in the morning I can pull it out and drag it right back to where it needs to be. But sometimes it gets put in and like the arrow's facing the wrong way, which means then I need to take it out, spin it round, which is really heavy, and then drag that over to the spot that it needs to be. And I'm just like, you just done. My brain's fucked, and I know it's fucked.
I don't think it's fucked. I just think like, I don't know if it's like OCD or something. I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose you with anything because, I mean, I think like,
I think I'm just particular.
I think you just, especially for the shop, because like I think you take a lot of pride in that shop.
Yeah.
And in particular that shop. I know it's not your shop, but like
No.
since it has opened, you have essentially run it.
Yeah,
And you,
like,
you really do take a lot of pride in that shop. So I understand like from that kind of side of things, you want it to be a particular way because it's like, I need to be in here for 9 hours today.
yeah.
I want it to look the right way. I want to give the customers the right experience that they're used to. So in your head, you have everything like perfectly mapped out. Because you've worked in that shop for what?
In that shop for 5 years.
5 years.
I worked for like the company for 7 years.
But you've been in that shop
For
since
5.
its birth for
Yeah.
5 years. Like you
Yeah.
were there. You broke your fucking toe getting shit in the shop.
No, that was in Perth.
Oh, was that in Perth? I thought that was actually
Toe still broke. It's cool.
just never been
It's
fixed.
never been here. I can bend it a little bit. Like it goes like that more than it bends. So stupid. But yes, I forgot my keys, so all of that made me angry. Because of every single reason that you are saying. Me forgetting my keys meant that my day couldn't start the way I wanted my day to start. Which meant my day obviously didn't end the way I wanted it to start on Friday because I'd forgot my keys.
Uh-huh.
I just get annoyed at me. That's all it is. I'm not angry at anyone else. I'm angry at myself. It's a real whirlwind. I should go talk to someone, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody, no matter, like, even if you've not had any particular, like, trauma in your life, like, I think therapy is good for everyone. Like, it's something that I have toyed with quite a lot. Even my mum told me, because my mum started going to therapy for a while. Like, just because, like, so much stuff happened with my dad, and, like, my mum fucking, like, she was really struggling, and she went to see a therapist, like, because stuff happened with my dad. My gran passed away, like, everything kind of happened within, like, 2 years.
Yeah.
So my mum really, like, took a hit. And I remember her going to therapy, and like it was like a couple of weeks after she started, she was like, she turned to me and she was like, I really think that you should go to therapy. Because like she was getting so much out of it. And there's just like a lot of stuff that she's like, there's just shit that you haven't dealt with from your childhood that you really should go to a therapist about. I was like, thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah. Oh, man. Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did instead? Started a podcast. This is therapy. Welcome.
Yeah, we let out our thoughts and feelings that we probably wouldn't let out in like regular life.
I'm scared to tell one person. Do you know what I'm going to do instead? Put it on the internet for everyone to hear. I don't want one person judging me, but if I can make a joke, people might like me more.
I actually had one of the homies I work with started listening to it, and it was actually really fucking, it was quite weird, because I was like, obviously when you start in a new job, you're kind of wanting people to have like a
It's a
version of you.
reinvention, you know?
Yeah,
You get to be who you want to be
So
for
I
a
was like,
couple of months.
I want these people to think I'm like cool as shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
I
like
got a podcast.
I like to think I'm fucking cool. But then he found the podcast, and he was like messaging me about it, and I was like, oh no, he's about to find out I'm a fucking loser, dude.
I'm going to get fired.
And I really like this dude. Like, he's fucking cool as shit. Like, he lives up in Shaw. He's a really fucking nice guy. And I'm always like, like when he found out, I was like, fuck, I still want this guy to like me even after he's listened to the podcast. I don't think that's going to fucking happen, dude.
It does kind of worry me. Oh, I listened to your podcast. I was like, did you?
What episode? Shit.
I think we're alright though. We're okay.
Yeah, we don't do anything that's like super sus. We just let out our...
Didn't you sell that shirt, by the way? Sorry, I've just been watching you, like looking at you, and I'm like, I'm sure you sold that shirt on Depop.
I was going to...
I was like almost 100% certain of that, because you brought it out to me one night when you were there, and you're like, oh, it's just to let you see it one last time because I fucking sold this shirt. And I was like, you're wearing it? You sell it to yourself?
I was going to... And then I couldn't let it go.
I don't blame you. It's a fucking sick shirt.
You have always told me you hated this shirt.
I do hate it, but it's you. It reminds me of you. I remember coming to the flat on Eglinton Toll. Or Eglinton
Oh,
because that's when you got that shirt.
Yeah.
And I remember it just hanging there, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's because I didn't have a wardrobe. I just had like a
clothing
reel. Was that when I was living in the fucking living room?
No. We were in.
I had the bedroom at the time
because
that
we sat and
was
we went.
fucked, dude.
That's when we burned off like all the Rainfalls demos.
Oh, right. So you children out there who only know what Spotify is, we had to burn CDs
To burn CDs, we had
to
put
give
the
people
packaging
for
in.
free.
I had to write on every CD.
Yeah, you were just signing them RF, weren't you, or some
Yeah,
shit like
just
that?
RF.
Ah, man.
And then like towards the end, the RF were definitely not even letters anymore. There's like fucking
Squiggles.
another one.
Like, that took us fucking forever, dude.
It did, took us so long.
Oh, man, that flat was so funny. So I moved out when I think I was 18 or 19 when I moved out of my mum and dad's house. And I moved in with our good friend Rob Tennant. He was living with another two. Well, he was living with a couple in this flat in Eglinton Street. So he was like, "Oh, just like I went to a party. It was like a couple of weeks before. I went to a party in their house, and I kind of got to know like the other two people. One of them happened to be our fucking bass player for Rainfalls for a while.
Yeah.
So I got to know them a little bit, and then the girl who was there, Pam, she was like, "Oh man, like if you want to move in, you can." But like my stupid ass didn't go, "There's not a third bedroom in this flat.
Where am I sleeping?"
I didn't think to fucking ask that. So I went, "Fuck yeah, dude. Like, like how will that work?" She's like, "Oh, just give me like £100 a month and we'll just put it towards the rent." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude. Like, I'm so down." So I packed up all my shit. I moved into this house and I was like, "Right, where's my room?" And they were like, "Oh, the living room, dude."
I would have been so mad.
So I slept on a pull-out couch for months. And you know what? I was vibing, dude.
I feel like that is your vibe. I feel like God forbid Emma and the kids ever left you.
Oh my god.
I could just imagine you living like
My shit would fall apart.
just on a pull-out bed.
So it was like, the worst thing was like, they all worked shifts. So Rob worked in the bar. Like, I think he actually still works in the same bar.
He does.
And the couple that I was living with, they worked like insurance or like fucking sales, like a call center. But they were working like night shift and stuff. And then Rob was obviously working till like 2 a.m. at the bar.
So you were just tired all the time?
So I was like getting up for work. Or no, sorry. Like I would be home from work, like get in, make some dinner, no, whatever. And I'd go in the living room and they would still be up until like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning playing fucking like boom blocks on the Wii in the living room. And I'm like, yo, I need to get up at like 7 to go to work. Because I worked like a normal 9 to 5. So I would just be sitting there like, can I go to bed now, please? Because they were in the living room chilling. Like, it did get very hard. But then Rob decided to move back home. So I got his room for a bit. And then they moved out. So I was just kind of left with this flat. And I lived there for like 2 weeks. And it turned into a fucking like crack den over those 2 weeks. Like, people were just coming over. Because like, other people, like 2 other people that we know moved in for 2 weeks. As like squatters basically, but they were like bringing people home every night that I didn't know. There was just like people sleeping on my floor and shit. Like I'd come home from work and there would just be like people passed out on the floor. And I was just like, I don't actually know what's happening when I'm not here.
Nope. Too much of a control freak for that. Couldn't have that. Sorry.
So my way out was moving into the brothel.
Yeah.
On fucking
Wallace
Street with the crazy Australian that I lived with.
Yeah.
Man, like, honestly, like, it's looking back on it, like, while I was there, I was fucking miserable. That was like, I was drinking far too much. Like, I didn't really care about how I was, like, getting by. I was living in, like, shitty fucking flats and in the weirdest situations. But, like, I look back on it now and I'm just like, oh, man. That was so much fucking fun.
I definitely feel like I lived such a sheltered life. And obviously I did because I lived with my mum and dad until like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for those that time because they obviously meant that I have all this. Which is cool. Like, I was only way I was going to save up to buy a place.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, did I have fun? Because I was in like real serious relationships for a long time, you know? Like,
shitty relationships.
Shitty real relationships.
If we're talking back then, wow.
Yeah, real shitty.
Real shitty.
Shitty.
He's still a shitty
the
person.
Shittiest. But like, like I've only really started having proper fun the last 2 years.
That's
you know.
that's the thing though. Like, I think a lot of people in whatever environment and society that we live in think that you can only enjoy your life when you're young.
No, I know, but I
Just enjoy it when you enjoy it.
no, that's what I mean. But like,
Yeah.
I look back at all those like, experiences that I never had because I was just like going back to my mum and dad's house and sleeping in my childhood bedroom.
Yeah.
And then like you're like, oh, I lived in a fucking squat. There was so many people. Like it was this, that, and the next thing, and I'm like, it doesn't sound like fun, but you lived.
It was not fun. Like, that flat was gross. Like, there was one point where, like, when the couple were living there, they had like 3 cats, and the cats brought in fleas, and we had to like throw all of our furniture out and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
it was fucking gross. Like, I would like, because I make like a bomb ass carbonara, right? So that was like all I ate at that time because that was the only thing I knew how to make. So I would just make this like bomb ass carbonara, bowl it up, turn round to get a can out the fridge, turn back around, and all 3 cats are in the bowl within like 4 seconds.
Oh, I lost my friggin' mind.
Honestly,
man.
I love one cat, and it is my own. See, every other fucking cat out there, y'all fucking suck. Straight up, you all fucking suck. I love my cat, Wee Turbo, best cat in the world. Every other cat can actual go space. Get in a fucking boat, go over to the space station, fly up, go space.
I thought you were going to say get in a boat and go to space. That's what I was
The
going.
magic one from Life of Pi.
What? What?
It's got wings and shit.
What an insane time.
Oh,
No,
it was like, back then it sucked. Like,
even like uni kids, like that I cut the hair off nowadays. They tell me that they're out every other night and like, they're doing this, that, and the next thing. And I'm like, God, you're having so much fun. I was like, I did none of that. I was miserable. I was miserable for other reasons.
I don't think I would have enjoyed the uni experience.
No, I don't think.
Like, I had friends that went to uni that I still kind of like hung out with while they were at uni and stuff.
I would have dropped out of uni.
I
like,
just
so
didn't. I
fast.
didn't vibe with it, man. Like, they were just nah. Like, they're
Dude, they're doing it again.
you need to lock it down.
I know. That's 2 different people. No.
You need to lock it down.
Bruh, right.
Random people keep adding stuff to the playlist because Gary doesn't lock it down after we've updated it. So we just have like the most ass fucking songs on it.
Fuck you, Sophie.
Are we doing the playlist just now?
Yeah.
Sick, bro.
Oh, and
We actually should have done like 2 weeks worth because we did technically miss
we
a
did
week.
technically miss a week, but also no. Save.
I don't even remember what I put in.
Yeah, truthfully, me neither. Oh no, wait, I'll leave it on this now because then I could actually see what what songs I put in. Alrighty
We're
then.
doing the playlist, man.
I'll try to do yours first
I'll do mine first. If that's
because
What the vibe
yours
calls
was first.
oh, I picked good songs.
You
I'm
did
quite
pick good
proud. I'm
songs.
quite proud of these. Right.
Remember, I slagged you off because I won.
Yeah, but suck it. The first one I put on, I put on "Face the Fire," which is a new song from Comeback Kid off their new album. I like, you know how much I like Comeback Kid, but this new album, fuck me, dude. Like, it is the best they've sounded in so fucking long.
I still haven't listened to it. It's on my playlist.
It's so good, man. Like,
I was going to listen to it in the gym on Friday night, but I didn't go.
I fell off them for like quite a while. Like, I didn't really listen to any new stuff for a while. There was like a couple albums I was a bit like, just kind of like same shit they've kind of always done. It was like, I don't know, if it was like Dinoing or something. It was called, I can't remember. So I kind of fell off it for a while, but then I was like, I'll give this album a listen, see what it's vibing with. And my God, man, it's just, there's not one bad song on it. It is so good. Like, the guitar tones that they're using is a bit different, so it sounds a lot like heavier. Like, the drummer that they've got in just now is like fucking incredible, absolutely incredible.
That's cool.
So I really, really like it. And
Like handsome Stu Ross on the guitar.
yeah, dude, he's still floating around.
Ms. Sigs forever.
That's probably why it sounds the way it does, to be honest. Like, coming
Was
from
it
that
the
Misery
last-
Signals
was it
background.
the last album they did with Devin Townsend. Did I make that up?
No idea,
Like
man.
he produced it or was on a song or something like that.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Big Dave. The next song I put on is the one that you made fun of.
And I didn't make fun of because it was a bad song. I just made fun of because all you did was fucking talk about this cunt for like 45 minutes straight one day.
So I put on this song called Voodoo by Rome Streets. Rome Streets is like, one of my homies sent me it. He was like, we were talking about Wiki on Instagram, and he was like, yo, I really think you would like this guy. Like, you should check him out. So he sent me him over. and he's fucking popping, man.
That
Like,
album is good. To
his
be fair.
rhyming schemes are absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure he's actually now on like Griselda with like Benny the Butcher and fucking Conway the Machine and shit,
That's cool.
which is fucking sick. Like
That's cool.
you know, West Side
That's
Gun
really
and
cool.
stuff as well. So he's hella good. This song in particular I really liked. I don't have my phone, but I actually wrote down some of the lyrics that was on it. That's why I liked it so much. Because it's another one of those songs where there's not really a beat to it. It's mainly just like music
Yeah.
happening in the background,
I like
and
that.
he
I
is
like
the
that a
rhythm,
lot. Mhm.
which I really like. But that album, I actually can't. What's the name of the album? The album is Noise Candy 3: The Overdose. Don't understand why, but it's fucking popping. It's such a good album. The next song I put on is Terry by The Alchemist. Just because it's an instrumental. The chord progression that's in it is fucking gorgeous. It's like another song that I put on here like months ago by Asha Puthli. That is like the song that's been sampled. But what The Alchemist does is like he's actually like changed the pitch by like a semitone.
Nice.
So it actually completely changes like the act, like not the, what's the word I'm looking for? The complexion of the song. Like it completely changes it from like the version that Asha released fucking whenever the fuck it was to like the Terry instrumental. They sound like completely different
That's cool.
because all he's done is just slightly change the pitch on it, so it just creates like a whole different like fucking overtones and shit. It's such a good song. And Action Bronson actually used it for another song, like a song with the same name, Terry.
Yeah.
But this is just the instrumental that The Alchemist created. Next one I put on to change the kind of the vibe is I put on You Burn First by Alexis on Fire, which I just love. I just love Wade McNeil's voice.
Yeah.
He has such a good growly singing voice. And then call me. I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it.
He does have the best voice, I think, out of the three that sing in that band. I mean, he doesn't, but he does.
He
Like-
has the most unique.
Dallas Green's voice is untouchable, you know? But like when Wade McNeil sings, I'm just like, yes.
Yes.
Did you see when they like when they came back and started doing shows a couple of years ago that they would go into When Doves Cry by
Prince?
Yeah, they would just like it'd get to a certain point in the song. I can't remember what song it was they were doing it on, but it'd get to a certain point and like they're like, I think it might have been Familiar Drugs,
Right, okay.
and then because obviously the lights are all green, and then it'd get to a certain bit, pop, purple, and then they just go straight into like When Doves Cry.
That's fucking
Yeah,
dope.
and it was Wade McNeil that did a lot of the singing of like whatever the part of the song was that they were singing. I think it was a chorus,
Alright.
but it was so fucking good, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
really cool.
I actually didn't really like any of that stuff that they brought out.
Oh, really? I like Familiar
I
Drugs
don't know
a
what
lot.
it was.
I thought it was cool. Complicit was fine,
Yeah.
but then there was that other song that just felt like it went on for fucking days. I was like,
That's probably the one that I listened to, so I was just a bit like, if this is the vibe. I'm
Familiar
not really
Drugs is
feeling
cool.
it.
Like,
Right,
it sounds
okay.
like an old sludgy like stoner band.
Nice.
Which is weird.
The last song I put on was Boa by Oceana. I just
You just like that band?
I fucking love Oceana. Like, I still listen to them now as the version of themselves. They're now Polyenzo. But that song, it just has like one of the coolest breakdowns ever, where it's like there's not really a lot happening, and Brandon Tonnenbaum, whatever his name is, just hits like this mad fucking long scream over just like really fucking loud drums and the guitar not doing much. It's just a really cool take on like a breakdown for that type of band. They're usually like that type of band. They usually do the pure traditional fucking like Gwen Stacy breakdown, you know. But like they switched it up enough for it to be like it's not really a breakdown, but like
it's
it
kind of
fucking
interesting.
you could still mosh like shit to it, you know. I love that shit. So
I know you
Oceana-
do.
Oceana were cool, man.
My 5 picks were kind of weird. None of them really made any sense.
As always.
The first one is It Can Be brackets So Nice by Knowledge and No Worries. I just like this song. It's cool.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak's voice on it's pretty great.
Yeah, man.
You know, the beat's kind of cool. The instrumental behind it's cool. It's not a very long song. I think it's like 1:30.
I love that.
And it just does everything it needs to do. It ticks off every little box.
Yeah, man.
The next song is Long Beach by Kota the Friend. I have honestly been listening to this song like once a week.
Oh, really?
Sorry, once a day for a week. I don't know what it is about the song. I just like it.
It's just a nice vibe.
I'm just like, I turn the song and it's like, yeah.
Kota just has like a really, he has a really nice voice.
He does have a nice voice, and like the girl that sings on it, whatever her name is, Hello O'Shea, is that her?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a great voice as well. Like the song's cool. It's got a nice beat behind it.
Yeah.
It's got fun lyrical content, I guess. But that's cool. I just like it. Whatever. The next song is Peace Frog by The Doors because I just fucking love that song. It was on a Tony Hawk's game.
Right. Okay.
I think it was like Proving Ground or something.
Nice.
Like one of the shit ones.
One of the terrible ones.
But I think that soundtrack had like this. It had Demons by. Oh, the name of the band has
Darkest Hour.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I got you, man.
Thank you. Had that on it. Had a Mastodon song on it. Like it just had
just like good
on
stuff.
it, you know. Like, but I just loved this song. We went to see that Licorice Pizza the other night, and this was also in that film.
Oh, okay.
And it reminded me like how much I actually quite like this song. Like
I always thought you weren't really like a Doors guy.
I quite like the Doors. I want to see Jim Morrison's grave.
That's true,
That's
but I feel like
because I went to see Jim Morrison's grave.
It's not really because you like the
but
Doors.
like
just
I
'cause it
do
was Jim
like the
Morrison.
Doors. Like I've got Morrison Hotel on tape.
Oh, on tape?
Yeah, somewhere. It's like an old tape.
Fuck are you?
Hmm?
Do you even have a tape deck?
I used to.
Oh,
In
okay.
my old hi-fi, but it broke.
Nice.
I got quite a lot of tapes, but I have this one. I found it in like a really scuzzy like record shop in Yorkshire somewhere.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, no, I do. To be fair, Morrison Hotel is probably my favourite Doors album, just because it's just
Yeah.
a banging album.
Yeah,
it's
like
good.
Waiting for the Sun's probably my favorite. I really fucking like Waiting for the Sun.
They're a band that I didn't spend too much time with, you know. Like I wish I did spend more time with them. But obviously, I can still go back and do that.
But we also were friends with someone that like straight up nearly fucking ruined them.
Yeah.
Like someone who was far too fucking obsessed. You were like, bro, I don't want to
Yeah.
hear about Jim Morrison anymore.
That
I just
kinda
cannot be bothered.
Kills me, you know. So I'm just like, whatever.
Just turns you off.
It does.
You
It
know what
does. The next song I put on is the T.O. Zone by Take Offense. I really like Take Offense.
Is this the one where I listened to it? I was just like, fuck no, dude.
Yeah, you're like, this song fucking blows. You're like, I love the music, but that guy's vocals are so trash.
Because he doesn't sound like he's trying.
Yeah.
He's just going.
At a young age, hit the stage.
That's exactly how he fucking sounds, dude.
I'm in the T.O. zone. But then I made you listen to that song Under the Same Shadow.
But in the end,
Under the Same Shadow.
I was fucking sold, dude.
But I like it. I like it just because like it is just like really thrashy hardcore in places, and then like it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you just? You don't need to be in this band. You
Just-
never wanted to be in the band. Just don't be in it.
Even just put a little bit of reverb on it so it sounds a bit bigger. Like the guy's sitting in his
Under
bedroom.
the same shadow. But I love it. I truly, truly love it because he's not tried to do anything else. You know, like that's just what he wanted to do.
As soon as I turned it on, man, I was like, oh, I'm vibing with this. Like, I really like the music.
And you're like, yeah, because that is cool.
Like, I'm sold.
The music video's really cool as
and
well,
it-
actually.
I can't
It's them like kicking through like the LA River and stuff. Like that's banging.
I don't want to see the guy. I feel like I would just get more mad.
Same shadow. The next song, Silver Lead by Mariachi El Bronx. It just fucking rips. I love Mariachi El Bronx so much. I love the Bronx so much.
Just everything about them.
I just love that they did this. You know, I'm just like, they're just cool. And like the lyrics for like all of the mariachi stuff are actually banging.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like-
like Matt I can't actually say his name. Cochran.
Cochran.
He's his lyrical content is fucking insane. Like when you actually break it down on a fucking molecular level, you don't actually know how any of it connects, but he makes it all work.
And like it's always fun, you know. Even the ones that aren't fun, like he's got a song on the last Bronx album called High Five.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the chorus is like, high five, yeah right, I wouldn't talk to you if I could choose to die. And I was like, who hurt you? Like, come on. But like he makes it so cool because they don't try.
Yeah.
He does the Sailor Jerry podcast. He's like the host of it, and he always gets really cool people on to talk to. But he talks about like he did one with what's his face, Pele fucking Lundqvist or whatever his fucking chop says for the Hive. Singing for the Hive.
The Hive.
The Hives.
Oh, the Hives. Oh, like the.
Oh, you know that band I missed out one letter of.
I thought you were actually talking about another band, like a hardcore band called the Hive or something.
The Hives.
Like the Finnish
The
guys.
Hives.
Is he Finnish?
Swedish. Yeah.
Right. I know.
And they were talking about. That's bummed me out. So I was going to bum you out.
Okay.
They were talking about like, oh, how is it you like write lyrics and all that kind of stuff? Like, how is it you actually get into it? And he was just like, I can't really talk about that. And he was like,
who's this?
The guy from the Hives is like, oh, I can't really talk about that. And he was like, because you don't write your own lyrics. And he was kind of like, I can't really talk about that.
No. Hives got a ghostwriter?
I know.
What the fuck are we
It's
saying?
me. I am the ghostwriter for the Hives. But no, like, I respect the Bronx because the Bronx have always been the Bronx, and then they did Mariachi El Bronx, and somehow they were still the Bronx. You know, like they've just never tried to be anything that they're not. You know, like the guitar player, like not the one with the long hair, the other one.
Yeah.
Just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he stands
super
on
punk.
stage and he's just like.
He's super fucking punk.
And then you got the other guy who's wearing like a Western shirt and has a shiny guitar, and he's just like fucking rocking out. And then they go for between like two drummers.
Yeah,
Don't they? They go from like
Joey C
and the big dude.
Yeah.
And the big dude wears like a cap, but he wears like the brim here.
Like, how do you see the drums, bro?
Yeah. And then like the bass player's just another guy.
They just found him on the
They're
street.
just like guys, you know. And then like Matt's just like jumping around, bouncing around on stage, and I'm like, you guys shouldn't be friends. Well, you are because you're all from LA. You know, like that's just what it is. They're all just from LA, and they're just like too cool,
Super
too
LA
cool,
vibes.
too cool, too cool. And then he's just like. I love it so much. The Bronx are the most punk band on the entire planet, and you can eat my ass if you think otherwise. Anyway, that is episode 46. Lovely. I love you, man.
Love you too, man.
And we love all you. Oh,
Bye.
it's ended on 46 minutes. Get it stopped.
Just for the space bar.